What's up, everyone? I'm Nose for Silver, and today we're talking about 11 reasons to stack silver in 2025. So stay tuned.
Look, this guy Benjamin is putting up serious money for this thing.
Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a silver stacker and silver collector. But over the years, I have learned a lot of reasons why, for me, stacking silver is a great idea. So let's go ahead and jump into the list. Number one reason is a hedge against inflation and currency devaluation. And we've really seen that big this year in 2025 with the dollar losing a decent amount of value and silver prices rising and even gold prices rising as an example of how this maintains a certain amount of value against the dollar that will save you from inflation and currency devaluation. Number two is that it's a tangible asset with low counterparty risk. And so that means silver provides security through direct ownership, free from reliance on banks or financial institutions. That's why I like it. The only issue with this is that you've got to have a safe place to store it. So with that in mind, holding on to physical silver can provide some great benefits. Just make sure you know how to store it. Number three is the affordable entry point. Now, gold right now is probably close to $3,400. That for 1 ounce. And that's a pretty penny to be paying to get started in the precious metals. While instead, silver is nearing $40 an ounce, but that's a much lower price point to get in to getting your hands on precious metals to protect you from that inflation. So silver can really act as a low entry point with potentially a higher percentage to move upward whenever the price action starts to move.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
The number four reason is that there is strong industrial demand for silver. It's critical in electronics, medical devices, automotive industries, and renewable energy like lithium batteries and solar power. And as we said before, relatively easy to get your hands on because it's much less expensive than gold. So that industrial demand can really help stabilize the prices or even increase the prices as demand for electronics, lithium batteries, solar panels, car parts all go up. And that leads me into the next one, is the growing demand for green energy, because the push for green energy, especially in countries like China, are using so much silver to produce these solar panels and electric vehicles. There really is no metal that can serve the same purpose right now of the conductivity of silver and, the accessibility of it right now. They are working on different things as we speak, but for now, silver really is the key metal for growing the green energy system. And this leads us into number six. It has a persistent supply deficit. Silver does face structural supply shortage, with mining output and the recyclability of it not reaching the demand of it. So this imbalance has been going on for years, and it does create this upward pressure that we're seeing in the price of silver. As a finite resource, its scarcity enhances its appeal for investors. And, like we said before, that lower entry point can really make it a fun way to strategize about the future and what's possible for silver. Number seven is portfolio diversification in a hedge against volatility. So, holding on to actual silver, it diversifies investment portfolios because you're not tied directly to the stock market or the bond market, and that diversification reduces overall risk. While some people think that just buying silver ETF or some silver that's tied to the stock market is a reasonable way to go, which I'm not arguing with, it's very far from the idea of holding on to an actual piece of silver that exists in reality and not just some paper contract that exists on the stock market. Number 8 is the historical store of value. So silver for millennia has served as currency and a wealth preserver. From ancient coins to modern bullion, I mean, there's no denying that silver has been used as a form of currency throughout time. And in 2025, it continues to uphold that legacy. The number 9 reason is that it does serve as a safe haven in geopolitical and economic crises. So with a world that has so much going on right now, it's hard to even grasp what role silver plays, and what is even going on with these economies engaging with each other throughout the world. But silver does help create that safe haven because rather than the dollar or any other currency there is, this has held value throughout time, and this holds value throughout the world. So the world recognizes, as a whole for the most part, the value of a precious metal. So if it came down to it, you could sell this piece of silver for the same price almost anywhere in the world. And that is very different than an exchange rate of currency. So that's how it can act as a safe haven, for the geopolitical issues that are going on. Number 10 is that it's highly liquid, and as we just said, it's globally recognized. While it's not as liquid as cash, you can pretty easily resell silver in almost any town in America and get close to spot price for it, if not over spot price, depending on what sort of silver you have. But it does make it liquid in that aspect that throughout America and throughout the world, it can be exchanged for currency. And the number 11 reason, and the reason that excites me most right now, is that its potential for significant price appreciation. We've already seen it over the last month and a half, drop that gold to silver ratio to much lower and move in value from like $32 to like around $38. And that price appreciation really, in my personal opinion, still has room to grow over time because it's been at much lower ratios in the past for the gold to silver ratio. So meaning that seeing silver at $45 or even $50 in a year or two isn't out of the question. Those are my 11 reasons why I think silver stacking is a good idea, or at least for me, to stack silver in 2025. Let me know what you think about those reasons, or if you have any other reasons that might have been overlooked in this video. Thank you again. I'm Nose for Silver, coming at you with more silver on the table tomorrow. Later on.